Many people worry about getting shoulder injections for their frozen shoulders. There are actually quite a variety of options to choose from, ranging from a diagnostic arthrogram, where contrast is injected for either a CT or an MRI, to a simple steroid injection, which is usually combined with local anesthetic, to a platelet-rich plasma or PRP injection, to hyaluronic acid, to experimental stem cell therapy, and finally hydrodilatation, where after the steroid injection, additional saline is pushed into the joint to distend the capsule. Now, there's a certain amount of stress related with these procedures, but that can be managed using emotional freedom techniques or EFT tapping, combined with color breathing, therapeutic shaking, and visualization and self-hypnosis, which we'll be doing in this video. To begin with, we're going to start with a setup phrase, which is a paradoxical affirmation that we do while we're rubbing on the sore spot on the chest. So you find that by going to your thumbs on top of your collarbones and then work down onto the ribs. So you hit the soft spot between the ribs, looking for an achy spot that you're going to rub while you're repeating the affirmation, which is, even though I'm worried about getting a shoulder injection, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm worried about getting a shoulder injection, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm worried about getting a shoulder injection, I deeply and completely accept myself. Deep breath in and out. Breathe in your favorite healing color, soothing color, and breathe out whatever color your worry is. And we'll do this between each step. Now we're going to just move into the first desensitization process, which we're going to repeat the same phrase over and over again while tapping with the second and third fingers on the eye, starting with the eyebrow point. And it's going to be worried about getting a shoulder injection. You just tap about 5 or 6 times long enough to say the phrase. Repeat the phrase again. Worried about getting a shoulder injection. Under your eye, worried about getting a shoulder injection. On your nose, worried about getting a shoulder injection. On your chin, worried about getting a shoulder injection. On your collarbone, I usually go to the other side on the bump on the collarbone, worried about getting a shoulder injection. And under your arm, worried about getting a shoulder injection. And below your breast, on the lowest ribs you can find, worried about getting a shoulder injection. Top of your head, worried about getting a shoulder injection. Do that deep breath in and out of your soothing color in, worried color going out. I'm going to move to what I call the offline step, which is to express all the concerns you have about the procedure. So we'll start with the opposite side, second, third fingers again at the eyebrow point. Worried about getting a shoulder injection. Side of your eye, worried that the needle, afraid that the needle will hurt. Under your eye, afraid that it's going to hurt for days afterwards. Afraid that it won't work in improving my frozen shoulder. If I get an arthrogram, I will feel a lot of pressure in my joint for a while. If I were to get a hydrodilatation, I would feel a lot of pressure inside my joint. And then it will be a few seconds of acute pain when the capsule ruptures. And the more it hurts, generally the better it works for the frozen shoulder. I'm not sure which of these procedures I would really want to have. Deep breath in and out. And switch hands. This is now the neutralize step. We're going to go back and forth, have a little argument with yourself. They're worried about getting a shoulder injection. Side of your eye. But steroid injections are combined with local anesthetic to make the shoulder feel better right away. But steroid injections can have complications in the joint and also problems with blood sugar and diabetics. Platelet-rich plasma injections or PRP has less of the concerns about the steroids, but PRP requires an additional venipuncture to draw blood. Experimental stem cells also have advantages over steroid injections, but they're very expensive. And you might also have, you'll have to undergo a removal of subcutaneous fat and adipose tissue to create the stem cells, usually from your abdomen. Hydrodilatation can be acutely painful for a few seconds, but that just means it's working well, and the pain will go away quickly. I'm curious about which one of these procedures I will choose. Deep breath in and out. Switch hands. Now you're going to focus on what you really want. I want emotional freedom now. I want to have optimum comfort during my procedure. I'm really intending to get a good outcome from my shoulder. And in the meantime, I'm going to do as many of the anti-inflammatory remedies as possible from the frozen shoulder book. And I'm going to hopefully avoid repeat injections. I like to also avoid surgery. And even if I have hydrodilatation, it'll only hurt for a few seconds, and that means it's working. So I want to get the quickest results to thawing as fast as possible. And I want to have fun doing all these different remedies to heal my shoulder. Deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. This time with your eyes closed. We're done tapping, so just keep breathing in and out your favorite color going in, wash through your whole body. When you feel your color coming down your arms, shake your fingers down by your side, let it go down into your legs, shake your feet and wiggle your toes and stomp your feet. Just hitting the reset button on your body. Let yourself settle down, close your eyes, keep your eyes closed and scan your body, looking for any place where any of the fear or anxiety or concerns might be stuck. If you find anything like that, give it a color and then breathe your favorite color down into that area to wash it away into the ground. Now go to your favorite healing place out in nature somewhere, a vacation spot, to spend a few seconds doing a little more healing work. So while you're there, imagine using all 5 of your senses to be connected to that place, and then look down on the ground at your feet, and on the ground around your feet, look for a healing object you can pick up in your hands. First random object to see. Hold it in your hand. It'll be your magic recycling tool. It'll take all the worry and concern out of your body and put it in an object, and you can release it back to the earth any way you want. Now invite a healing spirit guide to come and visit you in your spot, and I usually recommend one of 3 beings from the other side: an angel, a spirit animal, or a wise ancestor. Ask them for some advice on how to go through this procedure in the best way possible. Listen, see if they have any words of wisdom for you. What kind of advice do they give you? Thank them for the advice, and now go back in a time machine into the past and think of the best experience you ever had in a hospital or in a doctor's office. Sometime when you might have been worried going in, but it went really well coming out the other side. And even if it was just a small procedure like just a venipuncture to draw blood. So see yourself in that scene. Somebody took a picture of that, and now you're going to put a color picture frame around it that represents that feeling. So put that color around it, breathe that color in your body where it needs to go, and put that picture up on your memory wall so you can tap into it anytime you need to. Now get in your time machine and go back to any time in the recent past when you maybe had a procedure that didn't go as well as you wish it had. And now you get to rewrite that like you're a Hollywood scriptwriter, and imagine how that procedure could have worked better if you were more relaxed or had more resources to deal with your anxiety. So just imagine yourself doing some tapping or some deep breathing or visualization or anything else you need to make that experience optimal. So rewrite it to your satisfaction. and project yourself into the future where you are having your shoulder injection completed. You've gone through the procedure relaxed, you've been as comfortable as possible. And when the procedure is done, you're well on your way to healing your shoulder, decreasing the inflammation, and getting back your range of motion as you start to thaw. So see yourself with your shoulder starting to heal. Assign a color to that feeling, put that color around a picture frame and breathe that into your body as well. Put that picture up on the wall next to the one from the past, so you know where you've been and where you're headed. And then stretch and open your eyes and come back. And then we'll do one more quick thing just to get you back into that future frame of reference after a successful procedure. So thumb and finger together, create some tension in your shoulder. Take a deep breath, open your eyes wide and hold it. And then when you're ready, let your hand relax, close your eyes, blow the breath out. See yourself in that future successful picture frame, and then bring that feeling back with you. All right, well, that is a process you can rehearse prior to procedure and use that sort of visualization while you're going through it. You can check out my website, larryburk.com, for more information about I've got blogs and videos on actually the emotional components of frozen shoulder. We've got a whole variety of other blogs as well, and videos for different health conditions. And I've also have the option of coaching to facilitate your frozen shoulder healing. If you're a member of the Frozen Shoulder Healing group on Facebook, I give a 50% discount to all my coaching sessions. Just let me know you're in the group if you contact me. All right. Thaw quickly and have a successful procedure.